But switching over
Absolutely.
to another position that catches the ball, did you see
Uh-huh.
Pat react to Julio Jones telling Shannon Sharpe he's leaving the Falcons?
Yeah, bro, that shit was crazy. That happened like right after we got off air too.
Yes,
Like he called
yes,
and I'm
he
sure
did.
if you're watching this, you're probably familiar with what happened, but just in case you're not, the quick like 10-second version is Shannon Sharpe on ESPN while he was on television called Julio Jones and was essentially just like, "So what's the plan, bro?" And
Bro,
Julio Jones was just like, "Yeah, man, I'm out in Atlanta." And then there was some speculation that maybe Julio Jones didn't realize he was on national TV. Like he may have thought that Shannon Sharpe was just
I
calling
think
him,
it's more of that one maybe.
you know?
Yeah,
And so a wild scenario, absolutely electric moment of television right there in my mind.
for
But
sure.
yeah, man. Yeah, that was that I did see Pat react to that. That shit was wild, man. Either like that whole
And that
Shannon Sharpe just calling him up was fucking phenomenal.
for sure. And that's like the see that's like it was a great moment for television. Then you have all the people come out. What about the lawyers? This, that, and the other. And see, that's the problem with that mainstream media is because
Yep.
they play by all these extra rules. Like a guy like Pat, if he called up someone and was like, "Hey,
Yeah.
that's a player. Like, hey, what's going on here?" You know, but that player knew he was on the show. No big deal.
Yeah, for
But I
sure.
think, but I think from the clip that I saw, it just was uh, Shannon just picking up the phone, calling him, and being like, "Hey,
Amazing.
what's up? Like, what's go like?" And I would have thought that was a normal conversation. So, what necessarily the fallout will be from this? Now, it did come out that Julio Jones requested a trade like 2 or 3 months ago, so
So
it's
right.
not like he broke news that wasn't already known about within the organization. So it'd be
For
interesting to
sure.
see, but definitely like a good thing for ESPN. But I'm gonna be
Well, and that's
honest,
like a
I
new
don't think
and
they're just
that's
gonna let that stuff continue.
no, it's interesting because they should, and that's like
For sure.
like they're getting talked about more today and
Yeah.
yesterday than they
Yep.
have in a long time. You would hope they would lean into it, but who
Yep.
knows, man? Who knows? I think it is interesting though with Julio to find out that he wanted out, right? Because the speculation so far has been like,
Yeah.
is it the team? Is it
Yep. That's what we were talking about yesterday.
and
Was
so
is it a salary cap issue? What
yep.
exactly is going on there?
Yep, and now we kind of come to find out like he just wants out, which once again, we saw a good take yesterday. Like, why would he go to it? Why would they trade him to an NFC team then? I think that becomes
Yep.
even more evident now because if he's requesting the trade, definitely they're not going to trade him to an NFC team.
For sure.
Like,
They don't want to see him at
there's
all.
no way. So Patriots get super fucking interesting.
The
Um,
Indianapolis
Yep,
Colts.
Colts get super interesting. Like that's a pretty awesome little hint, I guess, at where he might be going.
Yes.